Happy Canada Day! It's Jess here, and I'm excited to be joining crafty Canadian YouTubers to celebrate this special day. We're featuring Canadian craft companies from all across the country with inspiration and over $1,000 worth of prizes generously donated from our sponsors. Today I'm going to show you 2 cards from start to finish, plus share 3 crafty game changers that I can't live without. Here's a peek at the products we'll be using for the first card. Pigment Craft Co.'s Hole in My Heart fillers, Dash Diamonds 2 cover plate, the Printed Heart stamp set, and I'm excited to try out their ink collection in Himalayan, Aloe, Fur, and Blush. I'm going to start by reaching for my Misty and stamping this striped heart, which brings us to my first crafty game changer, Catherine Polar Inks, and pairs perfectly with today's color scheme. Which brings us to my second crafty game changer, the Stamptabulous, and goes hand in hand, no pun intended, with all kinds of stamping, but I find especially helpful when using layering stamps. Next, I'm going to reach for the heart die set, which coordinates with both stamp sets and brings us to our third and final crafty game changer, Heffy Doodle Memo tape, which I love using to secure my dies before running it through my die cutting machine. To create our card front, I'm going to die cut the Dash Diamonds 2 cover plate die with white cardstock and frame it with an A2 size light gray card front. Next, I'm going to reach for the thank you stamp and stamp it with the aloe ink. And then I'm going to use the coordinating dies that will cut out each letter. And then we're going to attach it to the shadow die to get a really cool, nice effect. Next up, we're going to do some layering stamping to create some flower bunches to decorate our card front. With all of our design elements all ready to go, now we can start assembling the card. And I love the font of "You're the Best" and couldn't resist adding a sub-sentiment. And of course, no card is complete without coordinating sequins. And here's our first card. Up next, with card number 2, I'm going to show you a cool crafty hack when using letters. I'm going to start the second card by die cutting the largest nesting postage die and pairing it with an A2 light gray card front. For our sentiment, I'm going to stamp the U and the deserve from the Bloom stamp set and then die cut it with the coordinating dies. Before I show you my crafty hack when die cutting letters, we're going to do some layering stamping with the really cool Bloom image. I love how the stamp set has all the steps directly printed on the stamp, which makes it super user-friendly. Once we're finished stamping all the layers, we're going to reach for the coordinating die. And now for my little crafty trick. I always struggle with lining up the letters perfectly, so I'm going to take the negative space that I used to die cut each of the letters and add it to where I want it on the card front to use it as kind of a guide to put the letters perfectly in place. With our letters safely attached, now I'm going to stamp the 2 and add the bloom. I wanted the bloom to take center stage and added dimension by layering up the coordinating die behind our stamped image. And all that's left is adding coordinating sequins. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us this Canada Day. I wanted again to thank Pigment Craft Co. and Scrap and Stamp Canada for providing the products used to create this video, and I hope I inspired you to get crafty this long weekend. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time.